I hope you all have had a fantastic afternoon going into the evening here. This is Atmospheric Alex here with a severe weather forecast and discussion for the Chicago area for this evening. So as we currently take a look at our current weather radar here from the Chicago area, we are noticing a lot of different features going on. We have looks like a supercellular thunderstorm up here near Algonquin here, and your nice stout lake breeze that is currently flying off of Lake Michigan here, providing a tad bit of relief from the extreme excessive heat you all have been seeing today. I know it has been crazy out there. And what we're noticing here is with this lake breeze coming in, we even see a bit of a boundary starting to set up here near Marengo, Sycamore, and DeKalb in that general area. And we're seeing, again, this lake boundary continuing to march a little further off to your west here. And this boundary here marching a little more off to your southeast. And it wouldn't shock me if in the middle of all this, we get a big boom, big ramp up and thunderstorm activity in the next hour. We'll have to wait and see, though. But it appears that might not matter after all. It almost feels like a severe weather live coverage live stream. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning here for the Chicago area. We're talking, Schaumburg in there. We're talking about Evanston, Chicago in general could be getting a severe thunderstorm here in the next hour. The supercell riding the boundary to the southeast. So looks like a bit more of a damaging wind risk, even a bit of a large hail risk, and a brief spin up cannot be ruled out in this general environment here. We're talking, oh wow, yeah, here it is. Look at that here on your map. We are seeing a severe thunderstorm warning for 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, half-dollar size hail. But if you scroll a little further down on the warning text, believe it or not, you do see remain alert for a possible tornado. So this is indeed a supercell riding the lake breeze, and this would be the only viable environment for a tornado this evening. And I have a question for you all. Would you like to take a look at the storm right now? Voila! Look at on the screen. This is from Northern Illinois University, who's gratefully providing these cameras here. You could see a very, very explosive thunderstorm here. Look at your rotation in these clouds. Very well-defined supercell thunderstorm ongoing to the northwest of Chicago here. This camera looks like out of DeKalb facing northeast, so you could see your bona fide structure here that is ongoing, and even a bit of a confluence zone right here, kind of going off into a bit of a boundary. You can see explosive development of your clouds here, right in through here. We are likely to see more storms forming, maybe closer to the Chicago area soon. And now we're going to take a look at the HRRR future model. This is your potential future radar here. Not exact, but it'll give us a good idea of what we could expect here in the next few hours. I'm going to take you out here to right now. This is 6 p.m. We're currently seeing a lot of explosive initiation of thunderstorms out here into southeastern Wisconsin, trailing down into northern Illinois. And this should here eventually try to impact the Chicago area. It's all the way down here, but we could definitely see a couple more storms that could try and fire up along that area, as we do have that outflow boundary that'll be pushing closer to that area. Remember where we saw that confluent zone there? Your concentrated area of convection with your clouds. That is where we could expect another segment of storms to form and push on through in the next hour or so. So the HRRR model isn't doing too shabby so far. And I'll take you into 7 p.m. Oh boy, this is a huge line of severe thunderstorms. Now, this is just a model. Please do not take this completely seriously. I'm not saying you're about to get drilled with 80-mile-an-hour winds, but the environment is certainly there, and that's why we look at these models. See, what is the worst case scenario? And you're taking a look here. This is by around 8 to almost 9 p.m. Just wow, look at that right there. Big bow echo just screaming through Chicago here. This could end up being a bit significant depending if everything forms properly according to the model. Even if it's just one storm, it could still be significant. So please be on alert here. And this will even trail into Gary, Indiana here, talking downstream like Portage in here. I wouldn't even be shocked if South Bend gets on the action. So this is going to trail a lot further east here through time. 8 o'clock here. And we're talking 9 o'clock. Bam! There it is. You get a big line of storms that gets to grow in size a lot faster here as it gusts out all of its damaging winds here across the board. So just be weather aware up in those areas over the next few hours. Trust me, it could get a little bit concerning across your area. Now, I also want to address your excessive heat concerns. With these heat index values, you could probably just plop an egg on the sidewalk and have it fry for you at this point. We're talking about heat index values upwards of 110 to 115 degrees. Oh my gosh. That is just boiling hot out there, and if you have to be outside at all, you need to have tons of water with you. Just please stay safe out there and find shade as often as possible, as this is some excessive heat that is a little bit extreme even for the summertime. It's, it comes once or twice a year, so once again, if you have to be outside, be very cautious. Even including some of those 120 plus degree heat indices there. That is absolutely ridiculous. What a smoke show out there for areas near Joliet, getting the hot tub out there cranked up to an all-time high. Certainly too hot for me. I'd probably burn alive in that amount of heat. Well, anyways, that about does it for today's video. If you did enjoy, please be sure to smash that like button and perhaps subscribe to my channel to help grow my little corner of the weather community. Also, if you haven't already, I'd recommend sharing this with some of your friends and family who may live out in those areas. I mean, I know a bunch of family and friends who live out there, which is another reason why I'm doing this weather update in the first place. And speaking of which, I just want to say briefly, I kind of apologize for not being to upload as much lately. Currently going through college right now, and until I really figure out a good upload schedule, uploads may be a little more sporadic, but if anything significant happens, I will be here. I will make time for it. But just any other ordinary forecasting day, might have to find other plans around that. And with that being said, thank you all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all later on. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and stay weather aware.